How the mighty have fallen. Democratic member of Congress Anthony Weiner had and was an upstanding member, but no longer. He has resigned in shame, but did his phallic escapades break the law? Cameras in the Supreme Court, not on Scalia's watch. Cameras in my bedroom. Let's get this party started. It's time for Lexappeal. Now here on Lexappeal, we deal with the law. We won't just explain what the courts decide, but how they decide, and we'll have some fun on the way. I'm your host, Matt Schwartz. I'm a lawyer. Please don't hold that against me. Let's get started. By now, everyone knows that the hilariously named Representative Weiner has been embroiled in a scandal of epic proportions. Epic, literally. Have you seen the pictures? Very impressive, Mr. Weiner. Now, we're not going to run the pictures. This is a family show. We won't demean your intelligence by pandering to the lowest common denominator. One representative picture, throw it up, take it down, that's it, we're done. Okay, who am I kidding? All right, run the shot. Happy birthday, Mr. Congressman. You're present. An ethics investigation. House Minority Leader Nancy Pelosi had requested one to determine whether the rules of the House have been violated. Now, that's not going to happen anymore. Congress has no power to do an ethics investigation on a regular Joe, a normal Weiner. But this problem is almost certainly going to come up again. It is members of Congress, after all, so it is worth asking, what exactly are the rules of the House? There's no rules in there about naked pictures or about Twitter, nothing like that. It's mostly just rules about not accepting compensation or gifts or other bribes from lobbyists. But rule number 1 is kind of a catch-all. A member of the House shall conduct themselves at all times in a manner that shall reflect creditably on the House. Creditably. Help me out, Merriam-Webster. Aha! Sufficiently good to bring esteem or praise. Well, Mr. Weiner, I'm afraid that as well endowed as you are, as impressive and estimable as that is, a shot is never becoming of a congressman. Now this reflect creditably rule is deliberately vague, so that Congress has the leeway it needs to punish an unruly representative. In the past, it's been used to criticize members who abuse their official position, either by skirting House gift rules or trying to get out of parking tickets or whatever, but it's never had to deal with a problem so unseemly as a series of penis tweets. Now, I know what you're thinking. Matt, Twitter may have just started a couple years ago, but congressmen have been acting saucy since the beginning of time. What about Representative Mark Foley? A few years ago, instant messaging page boys, remember that? What about Senator Larry Craig and his wide stance? Well, like Weiner, Foley resigned before an ethics investigation could get underway. But you are right about Larry Craig. After he pled guilty to disorderly conduct for his bizarre bathroom tap dancing adventure soliciting gay sex a few years ago, the Senate sent him a letter condemning what they called improper conduct that reflects discreditably on the Senate. There's that word again. So there is recent precedent for this, though it's more guidance than anything since it's the Senate, not the House. In any case, Mr. Weiner is lucky. Acting discreditably might be a faux pas, but it isn't bad enough for the Department of Justice to step in and slap him with a real crime. Mr. Weiner may have been acting like an idiot, but unfortunately, idiocy is not yet against the law. Now be careful. Sending around naked pictures of yourself can get you charged with indecent exposure. It happens. But it only happens if the recipient presses charges. And as far as we know, so far, all of the Weiner contact was consensual. In my opinion, had Weiner stayed in office, the House should have officially condemned him for forcing his member of Congress onto an unsuspecting populace. And the same goes for any future representatives who may display their own little representatives in the future. It's ridiculous and reprehensible behavior, completely unbecoming of a gentleman or even a congressman. Of course, that's just my opinion. I want to know what you think. Leave your comments below, and I will highlight the best ones in our next show. That's all for this time. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. And remember, do not send naked pictures to matt@lexappeal.org. I will not press charges, but I will press copy and paste. And then the whole world will know if you